Welcome to my Cherry Blossom Festival vlog series. Part 1 is Sacramento. Let's go.
Here's the setup today. We kept it pretty simple. I don't have a lot of like wisteria and stuff and extra decorations just because this event is only from 10 to 3, so I didn't want to complicate it too much. And the little one is here. Hi. Oh my goodness. Why is your tail down? Are you sad? Don't be sad. Just be cute. Hello. I'm wearing my my bunny lip stain too.
I'm wearing you 47 too.
Good morning. It is 10:30. No, it's 9:30 because we're early. We've got 30 minutes until the event starts, so we're doing pretty good. It's a shorter event, only from 10 to 3, so I didn't want to make our setup too complicated, and I think it worked. We're in Elk Grove for the first Cherry Blossom Festival of the season. This is the first one I have out of 4 this upcoming month, so I'm pretty excited. This is the same event organization I did Nikkei Matsuri with back in October, which I've changed my tune a lot about events since then, since I've had some events that were like way worse. And so also in addition to that, the January show that they had, it was a Chinese Lunar New Year event. I visited it as an attendee and it seemed like a really great event. My friends who did it said that it was a good event. So it was also such a cheap booth fee and it's relatively close, only 40 minutes away. So I thought this would be worth trying. Also, I just wanted to line up like, you know, all these Cherry Blossom events because I thought it'd be a fun vlog series and good money. Decided to bring the little Pokemon with us today. She's already getting so much attention. I had to adjust it 3 times because at first I didn't think I had a corner booth. Then I thought I had a corner booth because there's a walkway. Now I don't have a corner booth again. Just made table and then some with just 1 purchase. Of our own family, and when we started expanding our events, update, it is almost 1 o'clock and it's been like non-stop sales the past hour for me, so it finally slowed down enough to where I can eat my lunch now. This is a great event! Yay, Cherry Blossom season! I don't know what I want. Any of them is good. I think it's blue. Oh, Glaceon! Cute! I like Glaceon. She's underrated. The wall of these is so cute. She's up for Easter tomorrow. Make it dance. Hi, friends. Okay, it's over. Oh, hello. It's over. It's 3 o'clock. The music making this hard to vlog. I have been so busy all day. I haven't been able to vlog very much, which is a great problem to have. But this was a great event. I made a ton of money. I'm very happy. We'll talk in the recap. Okay, so it's over. They're loading up the back of the truck. I'm here because I'm not helpful when it comes to that. I didn't get to vlog a ton because I was so busy today. So I think I got a ton of B-roll, but I definitely did not get a lot of like camera time, like talking to the camera. Oh, I look like a hot mess, my makeup and my hair, but that's how you know it was a busy day, and busy is good when it comes to business. So weather was like all over the place. Like we ended with like super sunny weather, but I think it hailed at some point and pouring rain. I saw some vendors, some of their items get wet. It was a bit sad, but oh, okay. Yes, thank you. I'm trying to think, what else did I not get to talk about? My apparel was selling like crazy. I only had a couple of bags left over. I almost didn't pack enough paper bags, which is a problem. So good thing I overpacked a little bit. I was actually planning on only bringing a few, but I ended up bringing extra, and it's a good thing that I did. This was a great event. This was really good, and the booth fee was really affordable and really cheap. And I heard that the Chinese Lunar New Year event in in January was pretty good too. So that's the reason why I signed up for this, and I heard that this one was even better. So I can't think of anything else. I think that's all the thoughts I got. It was a good day. Good job, sleepy girl. You did good.
Everyone pet her. She's so tired.
Now, I know the chokehold cherry blossoms have on me. Like, slap the word cherry blossom onto anything and I'm immediately interested. But I didn't realize like other people were the same, because this event was freaking amazing. Like, it was poppin'. And there wasn't even a real single cherry blossom in sight. There were some fake ones every here and there, and some pictures of some, so it's fine, it passes. Real cherry blossoms or not, this was still a great event. Let's break it down, talk about what went really well and what didn't go so well, and I'm gonna start off with what was great. So a little bit of background on the event. This is hosted by theCreativeSpaceSac, an event organization based in Sacramento. At this point, I've done several events with them, maybe 3 or 4. The most recent one being Nikkei Matsuri, which you can actually go ahead and watch as a vlog of that in the cards. I don't know which side it's on, so let's just point to both of them. I basically say like it wasn't worth my time and effort, but since then I have significantly changed my tune, because after that event I had 2 events that were like complete busts and more expensive too than that event. And since then I'm like, I feel kind of bad for that review, and I will gladly take back all of that, because ultimately at the end of the day, I profited a decent amount. Nikkei Matsuri, forgive me, I changed my mind. This took place at Old Town Plaza in Elk Grove, which is basically Sacramento. And Old Town Plaza is basically just like a really giant gazebo with restrooms, and it's very pretty. And there's a lot of events that are hosted there often. It comes with parking lots, and then it's basically like the downtown. So there's lots of natural foot traffic. The event was from 10 to 3, so it ended really early, but that didn't mean that we didn't get a ton of people and a ton of sales in that short amount of time. So in addition to the natural foot traffic that was coming in from downtown and from the shops, obviously the CreativeSpaceSac already has its own platform that it reaches out to, and they've got a decent amount of followers. So a lot of people from just their clientele showed up to this event. It was also a very community forward event. Performers were also just part of the community. Like we had some taiko drummers, as you saw in the vlog. They were all people in the community who were just taking classes. So as a result, there's lots of families and like parents who are there to watch their kids and friends who are there to support. And because of that, the atmosphere is like so friendly. It's so welcoming. I have literally never gotten so many compliments and tips at an event as I did at this one, just because everyone is so kind. I thought the short hours were going to work against us, but not only did they not really play a factor, it ended up being like so nice. Like, so the hours from 10 to 3, I got a couple of sales before 10, And then after that, I basically had sales nonstop all the way past, a little bit past 3. I mean, I've been a part of longer events where hours are dead. And if you condensed like the activity, it would have been the same amount of time as 10 to 3. So hours don't really matter if people are there and people are ready to spend, which is another thing at this event. I think the community was very affluent because my average purchase was about $15 higher than it has been for previous events this year. Like, that's crazy. I had several tote bag deals. I had many 2 for $50 t-shirt deals. Almost every single person who bought apparel bought more than one. So that was really nice for me. I sold more hoodies than I normally do, maybe twice as many hoodies as I would in a single day. And posters did really well despite the fact that I only had 2 on display. I also brought Evie along, and I have noticed when I bring Evie to events, I do tend to get more foot traffic. She is, speaking of which, you're very noisy. I've brought Evie to events before, and every single time I do, she is fantastic for foot traffic. Because people will come in and like they'll want to pet her and they want to say hi, and then very often they stick around long enough to like look at my stuff and then want to buy something. So every time I can, I try to bring her. Now I keep raving about like the success of this event, and so based off of that, you'd think it was very large. It was not a very big event at all. I've been a part of significantly larger events that were not nearly as lucrative. Oh, and like one of the best parts of all, the table was so cheap. Like compared to how much money I made, the table fee literally feels like pocket change. Like it doesn't even put a dent in my profits. This is the part of the video where I talk about the cons, like what didn't go so well. I'm gonna really try, but I don't think there was a whole ton. First off, I guess like the weather, I don't know if I was able to catch it, but it actually started hailing at this event and like rain, which I knew rain was a possibility. But by the time it was Friday and I was looking at the weather, it said like it was gonna be clear. We show up and there was literally random downpours. Like I was going around shopping, totally fine, and then the next second it's just like sheets of rain, and it would only last for maybe like a minute. For a hot second there was hail, and so I thought this event, like I was about to write this event off. If anything, I think it like drove people under canopies, under the gazebo, and then they went shopping during the rain and stuff. And then as soon as the rain and the hail passed, it was like the most beautiful weather you've ever seen. I was like getting sweaty by the end of it. I was too hot. So like, was weather a con? Maybe. I mean, it was more an inconvenience than a con because it didn't hurt sales. I think it actually helped. So then another con and a byproduct of the weather was that the taiko performers were supposed to be out like in the open part away from the gazebo, but because of the hail and the rain, they had to move under the gazebo, and they were directly in front of my tent like you saw in the video. Some of them were even inside. A lot of the spectators were under my tent. I thought that the performers would drive away customers, or like people would just be spectators in my booth. And so at first I was really grumpy, but then I was reminding myself like, it's a community event. Let the community do their part, right? It's like, you know what, let's just stop being a business person for like 15 minutes, because that's really as long as their performance was, and let's just enjoy that. And when I just let go and enjoyed it, it was so cute and it was so fun, and they did such a great job. During the performance, I only got maybe about 2 sales, but they were like really big sales that would have covered, more than covered, like the 20-minute performance time. And then literally as soon as the performance ended, it was chaos for us. Non-stop sale after sale. If I have to list negatives, which I do because that's just how I structure my video, those would be it. But I mean, they kind of benefited me, so they're like really soft negatives. Overall, this was a really great event. And like, I got high expectations for the rest of my cherry blossom videos. So I hope this didn't really skew expectations for the rest of the month. Have you ever been a part of a cherry blossom festival before? They are so beautiful. And I know that it's rooted in Japanese culture. So maybe in areas where Asian culture isn't very prominent, maybe they don't have them. And if you haven't been able to be a part of one, I hope this vlog series helps you feel like you're at them, because this is only 1 out of 4 total videos I have coming up this month. My next event is going to be in Davis, which is fantastic. It's only about 20 minutes away from where I'm based. You can find me there on Saturday only. Then in parts 3 and 4, we're going to San Francisco, and then we're gonna end off the series with Nikkei Matsuri in San Jose. I'm so excited. I love Cherry Blossom Festival season. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And I release videos on a pretty regular basis, so you can expect a lot from me. If you wanna see more of my art, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And if you wanna shop my art, you can shop on Etsy with me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. We're going to Davis. Yay, cherry blossom! Give me all the cute pink little flowers.